Good morning, everybody, or whoever's on, if anyone yet. We just went live, so hopefully we'll get some of you. I know you're not used to us being on the second Thursday of the month, but it's our new gig. So hopefully you set your alarms and you're with us. Is anybody with us, Tara? Not yet. I'm talking to myself. So I'm going to do after we get some people. We'll do.
Noreen is here.
Yay, Noreen!
I was just talking to Noreen yesterday.
Oh, good.
Hi, Noreen. If you can tell her I said hi.
Tara says hello. I know you can't hear her, so.
And she was reminding us of that so that we can make sure that we repeat things.
Thank you for reminding us, Noreen. We're so used to you being able to hear both of us that we forget that you can't hear the person who's behind the camera or at the other side of the camera. Ooh, we got 5 people. Tell us hi. Tell us who you are. Ooh, we're up to 6. Woohoo! The only reason I know is Tara's telling me because I can't see the screen. So I'm sure I look very entertaining. But this is the last chance I get to wear it because Valentine's Day is before our next Facebook Live. So, you got to get your money's worth. I paid a whole $1 for each one of these items. So thank you to the 8 of you that are watching us right now. We have some cool stuff. Our goal on these weekly Facebook Lives is to give you a little bit of information about what's here in the store. You can see behind us, we have a new quilt and kits and talk about the classes that are being offered this month. And basically, we'll be on here every Thursday morning. Might not be all of us, but whenever. Somebody will be in front of you every Thursday morning at 9 o'clock to do a quick, or somewhat quick Facebook Live. We are not doing sales on fabric. We're saving all of that for our Fabric Frenzies Wednesdays. I can say it, you just can't say it fast. It will be the 3rd Thursday of every month. This month it's the 22nd. And we will have fabrics at different prices, different discounted prices, and you will actually bid on them. And we'll give you a little more detail next week, and because then it'll be less than a week before we have our Fabric Frenzy, I believe, if I can count correctly. So today we're going to talk about a couple things. One of them is Super Bolt Sunday. Super Bolt Sunday is a new thing for us. Normally we are at retreat for this, but since I moved the retreat to March, we decided, I should say Tara decided, that we would do Super Bolt Sunday. Okay, I'm going to take these off because I can't see anything. Basically, we will have select bolts in the classroom. You will come in, it's from 1 to 4 p.m. on Sunday. So even if you're a Super Bowl fan, even though there's 2 teams I don't like, I'm amazed that I wish they both could lose, but it's okay. One of them will win, I'm assuming. So that day from 1 to 4, and the game's not till 6:30, so you won't miss the game. Get your snacks made ahead of time or ready to go in the oven when you get home. And we will have select bolts in here in the classroom. And the sales go as follows. If you pick up one of them, minimum half yard cut, no quarter yards. Minimum half yard cut, you will get 20% off. If you do full yard cuts, you will get 30% off. If you finish the bolt, you will get 35% off. So that's a pretty good deal. And we'll have them all laid out here, and you just pick up what you want, and good chance to get backings, because there will be some thicker bolts. It's not a skinny sale, okay? There will be skinnies, but there are going to be some much heavier, much thicker bolts. So it's a great chance to get backings if you have some backings you need to purchase. So that will be on Super Bowl Sunday, which is this Sunday from 1 to 4. Okay?
We have some hellos
Heather and Debbie, thank you for saying hello.
Bev says hi too.
And my lovely sister Beverly, who isn't with us this week. We have our Brenda back, and Beverly's in Maine. So thank you for saying hello to us. We get so lonely. So I believe that's it for the announcements. If Miss Tara is ready to tell you about First Look. Okay.
Good morning, friends. We were busy yesterday. I don't know if everybody heard me say good morning because I didn't have my earpiece in yet. So, good morning, friends. We were super busy yesterday getting our super pink line together so that we could show it to you today. And I think that I heard Irene mention that there's this quilt, and this is one of those. I mean, some people might call it that you're cheating, but it's one of those panel quilts. And so I'm going to show you the pattern real quick. The pattern, actually, Irene's going to show you the pattern. The pattern, when you're looking at it, you can probably see that there's a panel in the middle, and then there's only one kind of block. So those blocks are made from half square triangles and squares, and that's it. So it's one of those quilts that if you have a granddaughter and she has a birthday coming up, or you just love it for your house, it's not a big commitment. You can make it maybe in a week or so, depending on how much time you have to sew. And this is the pattern, as Irene showed you. And this has 3 different sizes. So if you like this quilt and you want to make it bigger than what the kit has in it, the kit has the 52 by 66 size, but it also, you could modify it to make it 44 by 58 or 72 by 86, and the modifications are just by adding borders. So we have kits available. Irene's going to hold those up too. These, most of these patterns are digitally printed, and they're just so beautiful. Yep, the price is $82.99, and that price includes all the fabric, which I'm going to hold up in a sec, all the fabric for the top, and also the binding. So this is one of the fabrics that is in there. It's got luscious pinks and purples and fuchsias and some flowers and dragonflies. And then I'm not sure, Irene, if you're going to be able to get that very well. That's the white background. There it goes. And it's got a little crackle look to it. It's going to be on the website, but I think this is probably going to be a better view of it. It's got like a little crackled look. This is another one of the fabrics that's in the quilt kit. And then this is the binding, and I'm going to hold it up against the side here. So this is what the binding would look like. Can you see that okay over there? Okay. So this is a Chroma by Northcott. All of these fabrics are by Northcott. And it's just beautiful. So sweet. And then outside of the kit, we have some other fabrics that just aren't part of the kit, but are part of the line. And I wanted to show you this one because it's so, yeah, this is an ombre. It goes from dark to light, little pebbles. That might be a fun backing for something if you were doing like a wall hanging that's not too big. Or you could piece it. That would be fun. So there's the ombre. And then we have just the panel. I'm not going to hold that up because you can see that here. But we do have just the panel is here. And it's actually repeating yardage. So it's 1 yard that you're going to get in the kit. But it's not like a panel like your normal panel. It's repeating yardage. So you could get just a half a yard of it if you wanted to. We also have, I think there's only one more that I haven't shown you, and that's this one with these pink bubbles. This is like the ombre, but not an ombre. It's got just one section of it. So if you were interested in the kit and you wanted to make it a little bit bigger, that could be one of the options for adding a border. So this line, as I said, is called Dragonfly Dreams, and it's from Northcott, and it really feels nice. It's like, I don't get to piece a lot of fabric, but I sure do get to pet it, and this is one of those nice fabrics to spend some time with. Another option for this line is called Dragonfly Bracelets, and that pattern works out to be a 59 by 71 inch quilt, and the only materials that you need are backing, batting, 2/3 of a yard of the binding fabric, and then, no, I'm reading it, 4¼ yards of a white tonal. So, and in addition, this, what do they call this? This is not Moda, so we can't call it a jelly roll. Strip rolls. This is a strip roll from Moda, or Northcott, and it has, how well can you see that? Don't know. Okay, so yep, this is all of the fabrics in the line. I didn't purchase all the fabrics, but it's got a nice little brown and pink, and this would be a fun project. And also, if you like this pattern, and you have a different 2½ inch strip roll, then you could just buy the pattern. And I don't know if we mentioned it today, but all of the items that we're going to be showcasing today are available on our Facebook page, or I mean on our website, on the Facebook page. It's called Facebook Live, I think. So if you see something you like and you want to go do a little more investigating, you can check there. All right, so that's all I had for this. And then Irene is going to tell you about some classes that we have coming up. I'm going to put this out of your way. Kind of. Yay. Okay. Classes. We have for this month, we have, I believe it's February 25th. Is that correct, Miss Tara? For the Hunter Star. It's a Saturday. This is Deb Tucker's Hunter Star. And if you were here for the reveal, you saw it. These are beautiful fabrics that Tara has here, but you could use anything. We also have the backing here also. But if you want to do it in your own, it would look good in anything. This is the traditional Hunter Star. It is, whoopsie. It is done with Deb Tucker's pattern and also her Rapid Fire Hunter Star Petite size, which looks like this. Now, this tool has been around quite some time, so you might actually have one somewhere in your closet or wherever. So if you've never used it, if it's still in the package or you took it out of the package and lost the little booklet or whatever, please feel free to come. We have some available here. If you don't have it, we have the pattern. We have the class. And the class is a little bit longer than a normal class because A, it's a Saturday, and B, you will have, if you had all your pre-cutting done and you sew right along, you will have the top done when you leave, or at least the Hunter Star portion of it, and you might just have to add the borders. So, fun class. I love Hunter Star. That's how I got started with Deb Tucker, was I took a number of Hunter Star classes with Debbie Thomas and fell in love with the techniques and so forth, and then just went from there. It's history. So just to give you an idea, can you hold this up a little closer to show you all the different things you can do with Hunter Star? And there are many, many, many patterns. We're doing the runner so that you can finish it. And once you get accustomed, the system is the same no matter what. And Deb has 2 books. One that uses the petite
ruler, which is the one that Tara's holding right now. And then there's also a large to make queens and so forth. Is Hunter Star an in-person only class or is it Zoom also? It could be Zoom. Who's asking? My loving sister. I will talk to Tara. We could make it a Zoom class also because it's a fairly simple technique. So if you don't want to get out that February weekend, or if you're in Maine, like my sister, you could take that class too. So let me talk to Tara. She'll get it onto the website as a Zoom class too, and we'll go from there. Okay? So that's the Hunter Star. We also have a One Block Wonder class that's starting. It is the 14th. Valentine, I almost said St. Patrick's. Valentine's Day is the first class. If you're at all interested, please sign up. You can sign up on the website. You can come in here. You can give us a call. You can pay with a card on file. You can, however you want to do it. Okay? Awesome, awesome class. You won't regret it. It's a totally different style of making a quilt. Many of the One Block Wonders that you've seen here are from panels. You don't have to do it from panel. You can do it from fabric. And last week, we showed you the site that you can go to, take a picture of your fabric, and it will show you what it would look like as a One Block Wonder. Just the fabric. Okay, it'll do it as a panel, but it won't give you a panel in the middle like we showed you. So, these types of things are One Block Wonder quilts. Okay, I want to see if there's another really good example with a slightly different style of. In this book, oh, I love this one. I'll have Tara hold this up too. You'll see why I love it. Someday I'm going to make it. Can you hold this block up to him? It's my chickens. Aren't they cute? No, actually it's chickens. It's either purple or chickens, one or the other. There you go. But that's the kind of thing that One Block Wonder can do. Okay? And they're just so much fun. It's a different way of doing a quilt. And once you do it, though, you'll never look at fabric the same way again. Because it's kind of like stack and whack. When I started doing stack and whack, I never looked at fabric the same. And now it's even worse with One Block Wonder. So, if you're at all interested in that one, that is next week on Tuesday, the 14th. And the 28th. There's a 2-session because it takes a little while to get your hexies done. You'll cut the hexies. Barb Miller teaches this class, fantastic teacher. She'll show you how to cut your hexies, and then it's just sewing the hexies. Then you come back, and she'll start working with you on design. So, excellent class. Please consider that. The other thing is Quilt Away. Quilt Away is now or about to be on the website. It's on the website. Okay, wanted to make sure. We are at 39 right now. There are some of you out there who haven't signed up that I bet want to sign up. So you're going to want to get your spots. I'm amazed how many more people we have. You can tell things are opening up because it used to be the one in the winter was not as well as attended. And right now we're at 39. So it's on there. You can pay on there. You can get your registration form. If you're going to do 3 days, I need to know what 3 days. If you're doing 4 days, I know what 4 days. And all your information is right there.
So if they register online,
if you register online,
you'll get a form in the email.
I'm sorry, I feel like a parrot.
And then send it to you.
And then you would send it to me. It's got my address on it.
Yes.
Okay. And then on that form, could you please tell me if it's 3 days, which 3 days? And you can do, it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can do Thursday through Saturday, which a lot of people do. Or you could do Friday through Sunday if you can't get that extra day off from work. So just let me know which ones you want to do. Um, but do sign up soon because I'm going to have to give them at least by March 1st. I'm going to have to give them the. I can't watch her and talk at the same time. I'm just not that coordinated. I'm going to have to give them meals. And what she was trying to tell me was you need to call the motel to the Quality Inn to get your room. I don't do any rooming. You do it all yourself because some people don't need a room. So the cost is $230 for 3 days, $290 for 4. That does not include your motel. So you need to do all that yourself, and the number is there of what you can do. You can split a room. You can do. We do get a special price, so you need to mention Irene's Quilt Way, and you'll get the special price. So you need to act soon in order to get everything, excuse me, situated. Okay? A couple things we have in case you are going to the retreat and you've never gone, or you want something a little more portable, is we have this, and I had one of these for years. Okay, I wore the poor thing out. It comes in this beautiful case that I can't manage to function with. This is by Omnigrid, obviously. Velcro shut, you can carry it around and so forth. And what this has is this has not only a cutting mat, but a pressing mat too. So it's all in one. The best thing is when you are tight on space, which hopefully we won't be, but if you are, you can fold it up. So when you're pressing, this side's up. When you're cutting, this side's up, and it saves room. I'm not kidding, I wore this poor thing out. It's all stained, and there's lines all over it, and everything. So, an excellent buy. So these are available in the store. I would tell you the price, but it's not on it. And, but it's on the website, okay? The other thing, since you have a pressing mat, is a little iron. Isn't it cute? Actually, this one is the one that is adorable. Look how much smaller it is. For a second there, I thought they were the same one. It's just such a cute. Oh, here, let me turn it that way so you can see just the iron. And again, we have pressing stations, but you don't want to jump up and go to the pressing station if you got just a little bit to do. So having a travel iron is just awesome. And I have about 6 of these because, again, I go through them. So the other thing we sell is a case to put it in, okay? Because chances are you're going to leave and it's going to be warm. This one has the protection. I mean, I wouldn't put it in super hot, but you could put it in warm and it would be fine. So those are some of the cool things for a retreat or just for your house. I have a small iron next to my sewing machine, so I don't have to, because it's such a long walk, those 6 steps over to my pressing station. But sometimes you don't need the great big iron. You just need a little tiny thing. And if you do applique, especially if you do machine applique, I noticed this because when I was pressing out my Sue Pellin quilt, I had to get in between those leaves to press it because you have to iron all your fabric. And even though you iron it flat when you're starting, it still puckers a little when you're doing. So you got to get in there, and the little tips on these work really good. So they're handy whether you're going to a retreat or not. Okay? All right, I am going to let Tara do, for once, the item of the week. Woohoo!
So I have a question for all of you, and I do want you to comment on this. Is it hard to take us seriously with these headbands on? I'm just wondering. Oh yeah, I'm going to put the glasses on so you can take it even less seriously. Oh, okay. So here's the glasses. So Irene wouldn't have said this because this quilt away that she's talking about is her gig. But I'm going to say I have had so many people after having I can't do this. After having attended the Quilt Away at the Comfort Inn, is it at the Quality Inn in Geneseo. Now there are retreats all over the place, and a lot of them are awesome, and they have different things. Like I've been to retreats that are looking over a lake, which is really nice. But this is one of the favorite retreats of people who are retreaters. The food is awesome. There's a cook, and she's amazing, and it's really good. And Brenda's interrupted me, so I'm going to see what she wants to say. Okay. So Brenda is passing on a question that is, would you ever consider offering long arm quilting classes? And yes, I have considered it. And we don't have any offering right now, but I appreciate the question. And every time someone asks me that question, I get closer and closer to actually doing it. So thank you for the encouragement. And that would be fun. That would be fun. The thing is, the long arms are just so in demand and busy that it's hard to sort of fit that into our schedule without causing other problems. So yes, I am keeping that in mind and will consider it continually. Hopefully that's the answer that is helpful. But getting back to the awesome retreat, the food's great, the time is great, the temperature in the room is great. Irene's saying my antennae are going crazy. You don't have to leave, which is, for me, a huge bonus in the winter. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just walk up this long hallway and go to your room. You could take a nap. You don't have to go outside. You don't have to go somewhere else for meals. It's in the building. So if you are on the fence and don't know if it's luxury enough for you, it's not luxury, but it's definitely luxury enough. So I hope you'll consider it, because it's a highlight of my year. 2 times a year, and it's a highlight. And I actually do some sewing, which is rare. So yes, I'm going to encourage everyone to sign up for the retreat if you're considering it. Okay, so the second to last thing that we have, the last thing that we have is our prize for the person, the comments. So keep on commenting, because there is a prize this week. But while we're getting ready for that, I want to show you, and this I find to be hilarious, and you'll see why in a second, but this is what's called a color builder from Aurifil. And we wanted to stay with the sort of pink theme for Valentine's Day and for this quilt. And what's in this box is 3 spools of thread, and they're all approximately the same colorway. 2 of them are variegated, and 1 is a solid. And this is our pre-order item of the week. And they are sweet pinks. And these color builders are a great way to sort of build up your stash of colors if you do, if you're doing a binding and you want a color that's going to really go well with your binding. Also, those variegated are really good for binding or even quilting. Those are really... they're great for machine applique. And Irene is mentioning machine applique. They're a really good fit for too. So if you're looking to build up your options at home, this is a good way to start. And the reason that I think that this is funny is because the collection is named Stinking Corpse Lily. So it's all, this collection, or this series is all about plants. Mm-hmm. Yep. They named them all after, actually there might even be endangered plants, I'm not sure. Yeah, there is something, and it's on our website about... which is hysterical. Yeah. And so you get... Oh, I could have done that. Yeah, you could have done that. You can't see it this well. Oh, I forgot that they can't hear you. So what Irene just told you that I was commenting on, because I forgot you can't hear, is that this line, I think this is the 2022 Color Builder series, and they were very focused on environmentalism. And so there's a little bit of an education on the website about why they named it Stinking Corpse Lily. It wasn't just to be funny. It was to help improve conditions for the environment. But anyway, this is our item of the week. This will be available until Sunday night at midnight, and then I will order them on Monday. And the regular price on this is $44.95 if you were just buying it regularly. But for pre-order, the price is going to be $39.30. And I have to make a little confession here. We like to offer you more of a discount um, for these. However, there are some products, and this one is one of those, where they suggest that you don't advertise for a lower price point than what they tell you. And the reason for that is to help local quilt shops like ours to not be undercut by other companies that buy in huge bulk that can afford that and then reduce the prices of things, which is harmful to the local businesses, the small businesses. So we are going to honor that every time we can, and this is one of those times. So I know that you're used to a higher discount, but this time this is the best that we can do for you. But it's still a great way to build your thread stash, and these are some beautiful colors, so I hope you consider purchasing it. So that is what's for this week, and it is $44.95 regular price, $39.30 for the pre-order price. And you can either stop in and order that and pay for it at the shop. You can order it on the website. You could even call me and I can take a card over the phone if you want. Or if you have your card on file, we could do that. So lots of options, lots of ways to do that. And I think the last thing we have, and where did I put it? It's oh, it's right here. I found it. So I had a meeting with my motor rep yesterday, whose name is Gina and is very kind and has some lovely fabrics that are going to be sent to us over the next 6 months or so. And she gave me this, which is a lanyard type of thing. You stupid antennas. Sorry, I said the word stupid. I'm sorry. And this would be great if you were at a quilt show or you were at somewhere where you wanted to keep your phone close, or if you needed credentials somewhere or an ID. And this is adjustable. Goes up like that if you don't want it super high. Well, trust me, it's adjustable. There, it wouldn't. Okay, all right. So yeah, and it says make it Moda, and we all love Moda. It has, I think, oh, my cell phone is recording this, so I can't put it in there, but I think my cell phone would fit in here, even though I have a giant one. So yeah, so this prize is going to go to, Brenda's going to tell us who, but she's waiting for the delay. See, this is Irene's phone, and look at how nicely it fits in there. Barb Navarra, you are the winner of the Make It Moda cell phone pouch lanyard, but not Irene's cell phone. So, yay, Barb, you're the winner. So that is all we have for you today. We're trying to keep these weekly shows a little bit short, and we also have a class to get ready for. So thank you all for joining us, and I hope to see you in the shop or on the website this week, and have a nice Thursday. Bye-bye.